Where the bloody hell are ya?
Hey, did the title of the video get ya? Well, strap in, we're going for a ride. In this video, I'll be driving all the way from Sydney, New South Wales to a small rural town called Blackbutt, located northwest of Brisbane in Queensland.
Just a big city girl in a small country town. Blackbutt.
But why Leonie? Why? Well, it's not just the name that piqued my interest. This is the town where my boyfriend Arron spent most of his teenage years, and curiosity got the better of me. What is this mysterious town that has influenced and shaped the man he is today? And having grown up in Sydney and being a city slicker all my life, I wanted to get a taste of the countryside. Will my experience in Blackbutt affirm or dispel my preconceived ideas of life in rural Australia? And will I be the only Asian in town? So many questions, and it's time to find the answer. But first, we've got some pit stops to make along the way, because let's face it, I'm not crazy enough to drive 11 hours straight, and also, as luck would have it, I was also sick. So before we dive into the main attraction of this video, it's time to do a couple of side quests, including visiting some places of childhood nostalgia for Arron, and a stop in Brisbane to see one of my favourite artists perform live. Buckle up, this road trip to Blackbutt starts now.
We're going on an adventure. An Aussie adventure.
Our first stop on the road trip is Fennell Bay Public School, located in Bolton Point. And I don't know about you guys, but I've pretty much lived in the same suburb my whole life. So I've only ever attended one primary school and one high school. The idea of moving schools and having to make new friends honestly fills me with so much anxiety.
It's my old school.
How do you feel?
I feel nostalgic. It's bringing back lots of memories. The logo looks exactly the same still. Definitely went through that gate when I was a little kid.
Oh, so just imagine you, but like tinier.
Yeah, I was littler. I've grown since then. Yeah, now I'm this height.
And yes, it did occur to us that we looked a little creepy filming and taking photos of a school, but this was during the weekend, so hopefully a little less creepy.
Got it.
I'm just a man being nostalgic about his past.
Got it again.
After reminiscing and making Arron do a cinematic slow-mo run towards the camera, we made our way to the water's edge. Bolton Point is located just by Lake Macquarie.
Did you get it?
Got it. Oh, you should get me running on the shoreline.
Is this your vlog?
Yeah.
Or my vlog?
I've taken over your vlog.
Taking over my life.
That's true.
Alright.
Do you want it back or?
Nah, you can have it.
Okay.
Anything for the shot.
Here I am attempting to take a photo of Arron with his film camera.
Oh, this is gonna get. Ready? One. Oh, I feel like you're not in focus.
Oh my god, I don't know what it is about this camera, but finding the focus point was so hard. The struggle was real.
Oh my god.
Why are you leaning back? Does that help?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. That's an arm workout. Film photography is hard. I don't know if you were in focus or not. Anyway.
We'll have to see.
You guys don't have to wait long, here it is.
A film photographer does not make Leonie. Leonie does not make.
How does it all feel?
It's interesting looking back into Arron's past.
After Bolton Point, we hopped back into the car and drove a couple of minutes further north to another little town called Boolaroo. Here we visited another one of Arron's primary schools.
Arron, you should do what I do when you film me and do like a hair flick or something.
Do you do a hair flick?
Sometimes I do hair flicks and like... The sign says Be cool, be kind, be cool, be you. Is that what you are?
I am me, yeah. I'll do what you do.
No. Okay, but what are you doing? Don't. This guy's weird.
Got it. This was my school. It really looks so similar. It doesn't change much at all. Which is good for memories because it all comes flooding back. There used to be a climbing gym here, but it seems to have gone. So it's slightly worse than it was. Time moves slowly in Boolaroo. 20 years and it's basically the same.
I'm hungry.
We'll go get her some food.
Give me some Bogan food. Why?
You're calling me a bogan if you say that.
Anyway. Why are you laughing?
Oh, that's so rude.
What's wrong with being a bogan?
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with being a bogan.
Do bogans have a type of food?
Isn't it like meat pies and sausage rolls?
Alright, let me know in the comments. Is there anything wrong with being a bogan? Again, this might be one of my preconceived ideas or perhaps even my ignorance, but I always thought that the term bogan was part of the Australian subculture. According to Wikipedia, in 2002 there was a discussion about how bogan is no longer just being used as an insult, but is in fact a way to identify with the Aussie culture that many Anglo-Australian citizens are proud of. In the past, bogan was a term of disdain, but nowadays it has become cool to be a bogan. So, is it offensive? Are there people out there who are self-proclaimed bogans? Let me know what you think. But now, it's time to get some bogan food into this belly.
Finally got some food in this little town called Boolaroo. Let's try the local burger. All of this cost $33, right? The 33.
Something like that, yeah.
We got a burger, like huge packet of chips, and Arron got some fish as well. Pretty cheap. I feel like if we were in Sydney City, it would have cost us like $50. So that's a good thing about small towns, cheap food. The texture is so crispy and moist. I'm working on my descriptions. The crispy bun tastes fresh, and then the steak meat is moist, and the salad's fresh, whatever. Let's have a look at the chips. Oh, that's so chunky. Look how chunky that is. I've never seen chips that chunky in my life. It's really hot. Good. Could do with some chicken salt though.
Are you filming me or the chips?
I'm trying to film the chips. Why are you laughing at me? After being laughed at for my incompetence with new technology, it was time to say toodaloo to Boolaroo. You still got an hour to go to Port Macquarie.
The night was fast descending and we made the journey to our motel for the night, Port Aloha in Port Macquarie, and I was super thankful to finally be resting my sick little head. After a much needed rest, it's time to hit the road again for the final stretch to Brisbane. And as anyone who drives along the coast will know, it's a rite of passage to pass by one of Australia's most iconic tourist attractions, the Big Banana in Coffs Harbour. As any seasoned road trip aficionado knows, it's important to stop, revive and survive. So halfway along this journey, we made a random pit stop to a little town called Woodburn.
We're in a little country town called Woodburn. We're like 2 more hours away from Brisbane.
In this little town, we found an adorable little cafe/bookshop. I couldn't resist buying a little souvenir.
I'm a consumerist.
But seriously, how cute is this cafe? Totally digging the vibes.
Cheers.
I love the vibe of this town so much that I was thinking if Blackbutt was anything like Woodburn, I'd be pretty stoked. Sadly, we couldn't stick around very long as we needed to make our way to Brisbane. An hour or so later, we passed the monument that lets you know you're about to pass the state line. And just like that,
We're in Queensland. Woo-hoo-hoo.
just another hour or so until we reach the city of Brisbane.
Finally, we've made it to Brisbane. I'm tired.
Sadly, there's no time to rest, as we had to get ready to see one of my favourite artists perform live at a very intimate venue called the Brightside. And due to copyright issues, I won't play the audio from the concert, but just know that I had a flippin' great time. I was pretty shocked that there weren't more people in the audience, especially considering he's an international artist, but I'm not complaining. I mean, how many opportunities do you get in life to see one of your favourite musicians in such an intimate setting? At one point during the show, he even jumped off the stage to mosh with the audience.
Water. Oh god. Water. Sorry.
Water.
Oh man.
Anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed the show and it was a very good way to start our time in Brisbane. It's the next day and
We're going to explore Brisvegas.
for those of you watching who aren't Australian, Brisvegas is the term locals use for Brisbane. I guess because out of all the cities in Australia, it's touted as having the best nightlife. But you guys know me, I'm not drawn to parties,
Yum.
I'm drawn to food.
Look up, Marco Polo. Get it? Marco Polo.
Good on you.
That's the funny one. You want anything?
It doesn't matter if Arron wants anything, I want something, so I'm gonna get it. What did I get? All will be revealed, but first it's time to find somewhere nice to sit. So we headed towards the Botanic Gardens.
So, coffee walnut bun. You want the first bite? It's a bit dry. There's like a creamy kind of filling in here. A slight hint of coffee. I'm trying my best here. It's not too sweet.
Is it good?
Oh, it's good. The walnuts are really yummy. It's not too bad.
Not bad. Not bad, but not good.
Yeah. It's what you expect from a coffee walnut bun.
Thank you for indulging in my really bad attempt at describing food. A food vlogger I most certainly am not, but I'm trying my best. After inhaling the calories, it's time for a nice walk in the Botanic Gardens and across one of the many bridges over Brisbane River.
Just a couple of content creators out and about on a beautiful Brisbane Monday. Alright, I'm done. I'm filming you. What are you doing?
So over there, that's the bridge that we just crossed to get to South Bank.
Got it.
Geez, time passes by so fast when you're having fun. It's already lunchtime and we stumbled upon a burger joint called Two Yolks, which boasts the best burgers in the world. Period. Pretty bold claim to make. So, is it the best burger in the world? Let's find out.
I think I might have the double truffle. Yum. Yeah.
Along with the double truffle, I ordered one of their homemade lemonades.
I wish it was colder. Is this all worth $50? $57? The egg is runny, how I like it. Oh. Yeah. I can taste the truffle. The burger meat's really soft, moist, and the bun's very soft and creamy. Yum.
It's good.
It's good. Let's try the fries. I like that they've got like the potato skin still on them. I think McDonald's fries, but crispier and crunchier. Was that a good description? The owner just like came and gave us two sauces. One is just barbecue sauce, and then the other one is like some special homemade sauce. Not bad. I don't know how to describe it.
So this is the first sauce. Gonna try it. Put a bit on there. Zesty. It's zesty. It's got a kind of mayonnaise taste to it, but with a bit of spice, citrusy, zesty, spicy mayonnaise.
Anyway, I wouldn't say it was the best burger in the world, but it was definitely very delicious. We spent the rest of the day walking around and sightseeing. Brisbane, you are a beaut. For dinner, we went to a steakhouse called Moo Moo because I was craving steak and Arron was craving creme brulee, and this was one of the only places we could find that served both. And oh my gosh, this was the most expensive meal of my life. We paid $250 for dinner.
I'm clearly a wine connoisseur. Why am I holding it like that? This is actually not that bad.
We didn't actually film everything that we did in Brisbane, but here are some special memories captured on film. Thank you, Brisbane. It's been lovely. With all the side quests now complete, it's time for the reason why you all clicked this video, to watch an Asian exploring Blackbutt. Now, before arriving here, I had a couple of preconceived ideas of what life in rural Australia was like. Of course, I thought that I would be one of the few, if not only, Asians in the area, and with that, I was expecting some level of, I wouldn't necessarily say racism, but maybe an intolerance. Now, this is mostly due to my own prejudice that people who live in country towns tend to be a little more conservative. I was also expecting that there wouldn't be that much to do, or see, or eat. No Korean barbecues, no pad thais or banh mi's, but I know, we're here to experience the rural Australian culture, and with that comes the cuisine. So bring on the shrimps on the barbie. In saying all that, will my preconceived ideas be affirmed? Well, it's time to find out. After a 2-hour scenic drive which consisted of more trees than I had expected, we've arrived in Blackbutt.
Okay, we're in Blackbutt and we're here for a couple of days, 4 days. The game plan is that we're gonna go fishing and hopefully I catch a fish. We're gonna go take the kayak out. We're gonna go find the Welcome to Blackbutt sign and I'm gonna stand in front of it and take a photo with it. We're gonna take the drone out and get a cool sweeping shot of Blackbutt. And what else are we gonna do? We're gonna go visit the town centre and see what Blackbutt's all about. And then hopefully in between we have some, as Bob Ross would say, happy little accidents.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
And find some cool things to do, aside from the ones that I just listed. And maybe try a bit of whiskey with, yeah, Arron's stepdad.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Of course, the first point of interest is another one of Arron's schools.
Looks a bit old, doesn't it?
It's my school.
Were the colours of your school uniform maroon?
No.
Oh. What was it?
Yellow and black.
Oh. Yellow and black. Interesting.
I thought I'd keep this part in without any background music so you can experience just how quiet it is.
I'm just a big town girl in a small country town. I'm just a big city girl in a small country town. Yeah, I thought that was a real kangaroo for a second. My first impressions, you want them? You want my first impressions? It's cute. There's a lot more trees than I thought there would be. And coming in here, there's a lot more hills and stuff. I thought it was just going to be like nothing. So, yeah. And Arron's family is very nice. Just a big city girl in a small country town. Blackbutt.
As the sun was beginning to set on our arrival day, it was time to return back to Arron's family home and rest up for what would be a thrilling 4 days of exploration.
What are we going to do today, Arron?
Gonna visit the Blackbutt town centre.
Yeah, we're going to see Blackbutt in all its glory. And then we're going to go to the town that's a bit bigger than Blackbutt.
Yeah, Yarraman.
Yarraman.
Then Nanango.
And Nanango. Have you ever heard such cool Australian names? Nanango. Yarraman?
Yeah.
Yarraman. Alright.
After a quick 30-second drive, we made it to Blackbutt's town centre. It's literally just one street, but it's got all your basic necessities.
Guessing this is the local pub. And then there's just a couple of shops. You've got your bottle mart, your bottle-o. You've got your general store. You've got like one bakery, like another cafe there. It's quite small. Yeah, tiny little Blackbutt. There's a fire station there. It's a very small fire station. There's a welcome to Blackbutt sign.
Less than an hour in, and we've already ticked off 2 things on our game plan. Not bad. There was an elderly gentleman who saw me taking photos at the sign, and he asked if we wanted him to help take a photo of both of us. How kind. So Blackbutt is often referred to as the timber town of this region, and fun fact, the name Blackbutt actually refers to a species of eucalypt tree. So no, it doesn't actually have anything to do with the rear of a person with darker complexion. Sorry to disappoint.
Avocado.
Also, Blackbutt's apparently famous for avocados.
Vroom vroom. Get it? Because I'm Ricardo. Avocado. Only the F1 fans would get that. Alright, bye.
Blackbutt Avocado Festival is held every year, so if you're planning on visiting, make sure you line it up with the festival so you can have a good time. Haha, good joke, Leonie. Good joke. It's now time to visit the one and only Blackbutt Bakery. Now, this place has won a few awards in the region, and when I saw all the delicious baked goods that they had to offer, my eyes lit up like a kid in a candy store.
We are coming down here every day. There's so much good looking cakes. I want a Biscoff brownie. We're getting a Biscoff brownie and 2 coffees. And I think this is going to be my favourite place in Blackbutt.
We just get a Biscoff brownie and a couple of coffees as well. I'll get a flat white, please.
Any sugar?
1 sugar, thanks.
Yep. And what was yours?
Cappuccino with 1 sugar.
That's all.
It was just 1 Biscoff brownie.
Yeah.
You are the holder of my brownie. Thank you. Let me show you in all its glory. Oh no, 5-second roll. I love Biscoff, and if this is good, then we're definitely going back to the bakery like every day, and we have to try some of their pies because the pies looks really good too. All right. Yeah, we're going back. It's been sitting like in the fridge, I guess it's like refrigerated, so it's cold, but I love it. I think caramel slice with like a brownie kind of texture at the top. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Got a coffee with it. I got a large cap, 1 sugar, my standard. Very good too. So what I've learnt so far is that Blackbutt is a timber kind of town. So they're cutting down the trees here. Going to visit the very famous Blackbutt skate park. Come along.
Just a word of warning, you're about to witness me shred the ramps. Move over Orissa True. There's a new Aussie skateboarding champion in town.
I don't know if I'm doing this right. I think that's better. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, so. Oh my god. They need to unrust this. Get some WD-40. Actually quite fun. All right, where now? bloody hell are ya? Here in Blackbutt we can find the National Bank of Australia.
And then step out.
And yep, that's pretty much all there is to Blackbutt. Timber, avocados, a pub, a bakery, and a skate park. What more could you possibly ask for? One of the other days we did end up getting the drone out to film some sweeping shots of the town, so we can tick that off the list too. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that it only took less than 30 seconds to fly over the main street. Yep, that's how small it is. According to the 2021 census, there are only 799 people who live in this town. Some other interesting statistics I found. Almost 50% of the population is over 60 years old. The highest level of education attained is year 10 at 21%. 59% of the population aren't in the workforce, and of those who are, the most common occupation is a labourer at 17.9%. And in terms of cultural diversity, no surprise, the top ancestry is all from European countries. We've got England, German, Irish, and Scottish. And then the only Asian country I saw on the statistics is the Philippines. Apparently there are 8 Filipinos living in Blackbutt, making up 1% of the population. So I guess I'm not the only Asian in town. With the tour of Blackbutt pretty much done, it's time to move on to the next town. Now, we were planning on stopping at the next town 15 kilometers away called Yarraman, but can you believe that this town is smaller than Blackbutt? So there wasn't much to see. We decided to press on another 20 kilometers to the next biggest town, Nanango.
We're in Nanango and it's a slightly bigger city than Blackbutt, so hopefully there's a little bit more to see.
City?
City.
Is it a city?
Is it a city? Yeah, it's a town. It's just a man and his dog.
If you're planning on filming your experience in a small country town, be prepared for some suspicious looks from the locals. I know it must look strange to have somebody walking by with a camera pointed at their face. You know, for someone who hates attention, vlogging while traveling is actually quite a nerve-wracking thing to do. Also, this clip pretty much summarizes all the primary industries in this region. Cattle and timber. That's the money shot.
So what I've learnt so far is that Nanango is the 4th oldest town in Queensland, and apparently there's a bicycle generator which you can, spin on it and then you get rewarded with a gobstopper. Where do we find that? If we find it, we'll show it on camera. South Bennett Energy and Visitor Centre. Oh, it's that one there.
Is this a happy little accident? I think so. Let's tick that off the list. No surprise, we were the only ones in this energy centre. It was basically just a small museum with information about energy generation and some historical artifacts. I will say there wasn't much in terms of promoting renewable energy, and I wonder if that has anything to do with us being in a more conservative region. Maybe, if this next clip is anything to go by?
Is there such thing as clean coal?
Look, I don't know about clean coal, but what I do know is that the only reason I came in here was to try out the bicycle generator to get my free gobstopper. And could you believe it? It didn't work. Such disappointment. And that's a wrap on the
Energy Centre. Clean coal.
It's time to head to our final destination of this rural town hopping expedition. After a 25-kilometer drive, we've arrived in the biggest town of this region, Kingaroy. Population 10,266. Significantly much larger than Blackbutt.
Definitely a bigger town.
Our first order of business upon arriving in Kingaroy was to figure out what this mystery white building was. Any guesses? Luckily, there was a visitor information centre and the Kingaroy Heritage Museum right across the road. How handy! It didn't take us long to figure out what those white silos were for.
Okay, so from what I gather, this place is like Peanut Central. It's where they make peanuts.
It's our claim to fame.
Touch my nuts. Don't touch my nuts. Okay? Don't touch my nuts.
Another early method of harvesting was to pull the ripe bushes from the soil while still green. Then a stook or stack was
I
built
did not
with
know
the nuts
peanuts
on
look
the
like
outside.
that. They just like pull it from the ground. Wow.
I learned a lot about peanuts that day. Along with peanuts, there were lots of other things to look at, including old machinery, horse carts, and war memorabilia. We even found a cabinet full of vintage cameras, much to Arron's delight.
It's like we're in Japan all over again.
After the Heritage Museum, we stopped by the visitor centre to look at some souvenirs.
I kinda want it.
And you all know by now, what Leonie wants, Leonie gets.
Alright, we're going to the biggest shopping centre there is. A one-level shopping centre.
We decided to head to Kingaroy Shopping World to find some lunch.
We're in the Aussie country and we're gonna have some Japanese for lunch.
Surprise! Asian food exists in this neck of the woods. Who knew you could find sushi in rural Queensland? Hey look, another Asian. To be honest, it wasn't the best sushi I've ever had, but this bowl of udon noodles was exactly what my sick little head needed. After our late lunch, we drove back to Blackbutt as I was feeling super lethargic. All in all, our little town hopping day trip was very chill. I went into each town not really knowing what to expect, and there were some nice little moments. With our town hopping exploration done, it's time to tick off another thing off the checklist. Grab your bucket hats and slip slop slap, it's fishing time. We packed our gear into Arron's family 4-wheel drive and got ready for an outdoor adventure. Oh, this is Buffy, by the way, the family dog.
We are going on a little adventure. This city girl is gonna go fishing. Luckily, no worms, so I don't have to touch worms. Let's hope we can get a fish.
You a bit cramped?
A little bit. We've got Buffy here too. Buffy! Aww. Aww. Here, let me get a shot of Buffy. Oh, Buffy. Oh. Arron's cramped.
Cramped in the backseat of a 4-wheel drive, I was contemplating all my life's decisions that led me to this point. And honestly, before coming here, I thought Blackbutt was going to be a barren wasteland, so I was definitely surprised by all the trees. I mean, I guess if the town's named after a tree, it makes sense that there would be a lot of trees. After about half an hour on the country road, we've reached our destination called Linville. Now it was just a matter of finding the perfect fishing spot. We found a quiet place by the river, and fun fact, this is Brisbane River, so it actually connects to the river that you saw earlier in the vlog when we were in Brisbane.
You shy?
Yeah.
Okay, but seriously, vlogging in front of your boyfriend's family is a little bit awkward, so can you blame me for being a little bit shy? Anyway, with our gear set up, it's time for Arron to teach me how to fish.
Not that I know how to fish.
Hey.
Look at this pro.
Oh, actually not really. It's all tangled.
Oh.
Don't know how that happened. Cut that bit out.
G'day, mate. We're going fishing today, mate.
How you going?
Yeah, alright, mate. Just waiting for a fish to take a bite.
A yabby.
A yabby. Welcome to Outback, Queensland.
You sound American.
How do I cast it, Arron?
So you Yeah, hold that. You gotta flick this thing up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you gotta. Ew.
Okay.
Okay. Now, just throw it.
What do you mean just throw it?
Wait, let me get out of the way.
Do I have to let go of the string?
Yeah. As you throw it. Whoa!
I did it.
That's pretty good. Now you got to start winding it.
Oh.
Just so there's tension. Yeah. You casted it.
I'm a real country girl. G'day, mate. I don't know why I'm flicking between Australian and hillbilly American. Yeehaw. There ain't no fishies in this neck of the woods.
Around these parts.
I'm getting a bite. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, what did you catch?
Oh. I got shrimp on the barbie.
Whoa, pretty good.
Sadly, the fish just weren't biting. Maybe it would have been better if we had live bait after all.
Caught anything?
No, just your heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Got feelings for you.
Oh, sorry about that. Should probably throw it back.
Alright.
After a few attempts, I finally managed to catch something.
You got the ocean floor. Riverbed.
The riverbed and a lot of weeds. Despite our numerous lackluster attempts, we had no bite in sight. So we traded the fishing rod with a
Good old sausage sizzle.
Simple.
Yeah. G'day, mate. Where are we? Duckalinga?
Near Duckadong.
Oh, Duckadong. We're in
Near Duckadong Camp.
Duckadong Camp. And the sound of native birds and there's fish jumping in the river. Having a good old sausage sizzle.
With some Bundaberg.
This is as Australian as it gets. Are you gonna get it?
I'm gonna get it. You watch me.
See if he gets it.
3, 2, 1.
Did you get it?
Got it.
Here's Arron deep in drone concentration mode.
It's so weird to be able to just control these things, isn't it?
Okay, I need your help. Arron and I watched this clip back so many times trying to figure out what he's actually saying, and we just can't decipher it.
It's so weird to be able to just control these things, isn't it? It's so weird to be able to just control these things, isn't it?
Leave your best guesses in the comments.
Alright, we're wrapping it up. 0 fish caught. But we scared some cows
How do we scare the cows?
with the drone.
Yeah.
Enter footage here.
Despite not not catching any fish, I had a pretty good time just spending it out in Australian nature. Now, let's whip out the game plan and see what's left on the list. Unfortunately, we didn't get time to take the kayak out. The fishing day would have been the optimal time to do it, but it was just a lot of effort, so we scrapped that off the list. And then the last one, try whiskey with Arron's stepdad. I actually did try some of his homemade whiskey, but unfortunately we didn't capture it on camera. But here's a bottle that we took home with us. Arron, shall we? Cheers! That's so strong.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, how am I going to do the rest of this video? Wow, that was strong. On our final night in Blackbutt, we found ourselves hitting the road back to Nanango for a little food festival.
Haven't touched a $2 coin in a while.
What's it for?
This entry to Eat Streats in Nanango. Nanango Showgrounds. Yeehaw! Just give me food and I'm like excited, I'm pumped.
What have we got?
We've got fried ice cream, definitely getting some of that later. We've got teppanyaki noodles and wagyu beef. I had a bit of a teaser bite and I can tell it's gonna be good.
Our plan of action was to grab a couple of snacks and find somewhere to sit to fully appreciate all the tastes and flavours. Our next item on the menu was some sriracha mayo long potatoes.
Would you like a cheese for extra?
Do you want cheese?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, let me. I should get a shot off them first.
Ah, the joys of being a content creator. Having to wait to eat your food.
In my mouth. Oh, so juicy. Tender meat. Legit so juicy. You're gonna try some, Arron. Check out these fries, they're so long. So they mash the potatoes and then they put them into like a long version of a chip. Yeah. Last bite. Mwah. Tasty. You want this last piece of saucy chip?
No, you can have it in this cinematic light.
It's so saucy. Ew. Would you like some chip with that sauce?
Put that one in slow-mo.
After our main course, it was time to find dessert and see what else this little food market has to offer.
Round 2.
What are we getting?
Want to look for dessert?
Oh yes.
Fried ice cream, donuts, everything? Should I?
I don't know guys, the balloons were very tempting. And yes, I am almost 32 years old, but the child in me was very tempted. After walking a couple of steps, we found ourselves at the Jerky Lady. What a great name.
Thank you. Do you want to try it?
You try it.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, no worries. You want to carry back?
I've got chili beef jerky. It's better than some of that store-bought stuff. It was really yummy. And there's definitely like spice to it, which is what we want. Alright, let's get us some donuts. The lady at the jerky lady, the lady jerky, she was like, oh, add us link us or whatever. So, yeah. There we go.
It's a shout out.
The jerky ladies. Alright, so we're getting 1 fried ice cream with salted caramel topping, 10 cinnamon balls, and 10 cinnamon balls with white chocolate and Tim Tams. Gluttonous? Yes.
What happened?
I lost the ball.
What do you think?
Yummy. It's soft inside and crunchy on the outside.
Yeah. Successful.
And that's a wrap. Everything was delicious.
And that was our last night. The next morning it was time to leave, but I had one more mission.
Alright, hitting the road, but before we go, gotta get my painting with the glass. My gum leaf.
Explain how you came across it.
Oh yeah, I came across it because we were just going out to fly the drone, and then that little store that said everything Blackbutt was open. And I think it's like a little information center. But we walked in and then there was like all these beautiful paintings.
She uses acrylics too. She does the saws and the gum leaves.
Oh yeah.
And then the ones in the white frames are John Hart. He's pastels and watercolours mainly.
Oh, so nice.
And then I was like, oh, I definitely want a souvenir from here. And you know, I've got lots of blank space on my wall. And I thought, you know, I love Australian nature and I love birds. This is a perfect painting. And so we're gonna go get it.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Would you believe that the stars aligned on this beautiful Sunday morning, as it turned out that the Blackbutt Country Market was on. It happens on the third Sunday of the month. Perfect timing.
Yeah, lovely day. Got some honey. Mostly, it was $7. I got it also because I felt bad.
Does this happen to anyone else? When you try something at a local market and you feel compelled to buy it because you don't want to look rude? Just me? I don't know. Anyway, it's time to get my artwork. Look how absolutely gorgeous this is.
Oh, you came back.
$1.65. I came back, yes. That bird one, yeah.
Yeah, you want that
Yes, that's okay. Thank you.
one? Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the detail in the birds.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
Just beautiful. I'll show my sister.
Oh yeah.
And of course, being me, I can't just buy one thing. I also found some authentic
Blackbutt honey.
Oh, yes.
Should I get a big one or a small one? I'll just get a small one. Come back.
Yeah. You'll be back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I'll be back. I'll be back for
busy.
more Blackbutt honey.
Oh, thank you.
I also ended up getting some avocado oil and a Blackbutt avocado tea towel.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Every time you look at it,
I will. I'll think of shop. I will. Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
And
Thank
safe
you.
travels going back down.
Oh yes, thank
Thanks.
you.
Always keep your eye on the other fella.
See ya.
Bye. See ya.
I got avocado oil too. I just felt it was fitting to get avocado oil because all week I've just been looking at avocado things. And I also got an avocado Blackbutt tea towel. That was a spontaneous purchase. Am I a tourist? Alright, that concludes. Alright, that concludes our Blackbutt adventure. Thanks for coming along, Blackbutt, this cute little rural town in Queensland, just like 2 to 3 hours away from Brisbane. So if you're ever visiting Queensland and you want some country living, Blackbutt's your place.
Step out.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Overall, I had a really nice time in Blackbutt.
Bye!
It simultaneously met and surpassed my expectations. All the locals that I interacted with were super friendly, and so I think it's fair to say that most of my preconceived ideas were proven to be false. Yes, it is super slow paced and there's not much to do, but sometimes that's just what life requires. Thanks for coming along to watch an Asian explore Blackbutts. Also, this has been my longest video ever, so if you like this type of content, please let me know and I will see you guys in my next one. Yeehaw!